Now let's talk about relics. Relics have been in the game now for quite a while. We're talking 9 months or 8 months, right? Chimera's been out since December, and we've seen so many relics come into the game. But really there is a big problem for me that is kind of draining my enthusiasm and excitement about the relic system. And it's not just because we have so many relics, but it just feels like I cannot progress any further. So what do I mean by that? Right now, I pretty much don't really push as aggressively as I should in Chimera anymore because it just doesn't feel like I get a lot of rewards. Right now, for example, I'm going to get an Ultra Nightmare chest. It will probably give me some of this Starstone. I will get a few materials, right? I'll probably be able to craft a few times. Chances are I'm never going to get a mythical gemstone. I'll probably just get some circular. And even if I get a mythical gemstone, it's only a circular one. There's 4 other shapes we don't get. And I don't really need a 2-star basalt at this point. And it's going to be the same for Nightmare. So, you know, I run both of them because generally it does give you the best density of crafts, although it doesn't give you the best rewards of craft. So what I'm finding right now is clans have decided Nightmare rewards are not even worth it because all they're really targeting is trials. If we look at, you know, F15 Moose here, he's basically just trying to get as many trials on Ultra Nightmare as possible. Why? Because Ultra Nightmare trials, of course, give you the most amount of rewards. I can't actually click into these right now because I don't have keys, but Ultra Nightmare is where you can get the highest density of mythical materials. So what people have realized is, to be honest, the rewards from Chimera, outside of making sure that you have enough of this Starstone, which some people have run out of, I have loads of it, I don't even feel like I need because I don't really swap relics an awful lot. These materials and these stones aren't worth it. Now in terms of Clash, it's kind of cool to get some of the Clash rewards, but again, this is just going to give you an epic gemstone. 9 times out of 10, it's not a gemstone you want or you've seen. And the rewards you get from the right-hand side, again, is very difficult because you're only getting 1 a week to be able to get enough gemstones that you want. And the main problem that I have with the relic system right now is there's just not enough economy. And what I mean by that is there is not enough craft opportunities to be able to satisfy how many relics I need to max level. And it's virtually impossible to make a rank 6 relic. And they haven't done anything in 7 months to make that a reality. And even if you were like the highest spender, you can't even whale outside of the event relics because, well, you can't actually whale for relics because you can't buy them and you can't do more than 1 Chimera run and you can't do more than Faction Wars keys. The only places you can really probably grind hard for them are going to be Live Arena, but even then, in Live Arena, these rewards you get every season, they're very limited, right? Once you get into the recurring awards, you only basically get armor. You don't get any more of these materials. So again, you can't really whale for the relic. Nothing in this relic system allows you to buy relics. None of this you can buy. You can't buy clan relics. You can only get them from the CVC event. You can't buy Live Arena. You can't really buy Faction Wars. You can't buy Chimera. So what generally that means is there is a finite amount of relics. And a relic is effectively a mini champion, right? You have to level it from rank 1 to rank 6. You have to feed other relics into that champion. The difference is I can go into campaign and farm as many mystery shards as I want and then summon as many champions or buy ancient shards and summon as many champions, and then I can always keep leveling. I can make as many rank 6 champions as I want. There's nothing in the relic system that allows me to do that. So right now I would say I've got quite a lot of relics. I've been playing since the start. I haven't really missed a Chimera window. I've kind of went hard on the Alice event and I got a lot of different things on here. You can see I got a lot of gemstones, right? Lots of duplicate gemstones because you can't really craft gemstones. And I've got quite a lot of wands of submissions. I've got 5 of them. I've got aspects of Siroth. I've got loads of these relics. Now this looks like a lot of relics. I've got this one Covetous Passion, which is pretty useless because nothing can beat Cat's Gaze. Like compared to Cat's Gaze, it's just worthless. I'd rather have Cat's Gaze because that's consistent. It happens all the time. And you can see I've got 1 rank 5 relic. In the time that I've been playing all of Chimera and all the events possible and trying to chase everything, okay, I haven't done Live Arena seasons, I have 1 rank 5 relic. To make a rank 6 relic, I need 5 more rank 5 relics. It's impossible. And I understand probably from my perspective that they want to extend the lifespan of this system. But in 1 year, I can barely get a rank 6 relic. I have over 20, 30 champions I want to use. I want to make duplicates of these. I want to be able to get multiple rank 6 relics. You just can't. And this is the problem with the system. There's not enough economy. You physically can't get enough of these high star materials. They haven't given us ways to get 5-star basalts, like 5-star chickens. And then once you get into that position, there's also the other angle, which is, well, it's really easy to make a rank 4 but really expensive to make a rank 5. Like, the gap is huge. So if I want to make this Wand of Submission right now and upgrade it, so I have to max level. I've got 30,000 of these Starstones. Well, that's pretty simple. And then I can just make a couple of relics. That's really cheap. So to get a rank 4, it feels almost like it's happening by default. To get a rank 5, I have to sell my entire collection. There's no middle ground. And what has happened for me now with relics is I'll go in, I'll get Chimera, and I'll finish Chimera, I'll get my rewards, right? I'll get my daily rewards. I'll come into here and like I'll go, oh, cool. I've got enough to make an epic summon. Let's do this, right? And I always use the same rarity for all of them. It's the most efficient way. I could do a legendary one here now. We'll do that in this video. I'll summon these, and then I will get a 60% chance that it's going to be a rare, a 1-star rare. And I'm just going to see the same relics over and over and over again. And it's got to the point now where it doesn't feel like I'm progressing in the relic system. I'm stuck. They need to do something about this. I think there needs to be some more economy. I don't think the actual odds are terrible. I just think there needs to be more ways for us to make more relics so that we can level more relics up so that we can start powering up our rarer relics like legendaries and mythical relics. I mean, even if you pump 5, like, this is the total amount of materials that my account, which is an advanced account, has been able to acquire from Chimera since day 1 on trials. 81. Now, I don't have the mythicals that can create these super teams that can do 13, 14, 15 regular trials. I do have Finer, which unlocks 12 trials for me. But even then, I don't get always the mythicals because they're locked behind like the poison one or something else. So this is a representation of what I would say the average player is going to feel like. It's like they spend 7 months getting enough materials from Chimera to make one mythical craft. And that mythical craft is probably going to be a legendary because it's a 20% chance for mythical. It's a bit underwhelming. Let's just do this example. This will be a rare probably. It'll probably be in this video, will be an epic now, but it'll be a rare. It's another Journal of Necrotis. And this is what I think the actual... I've lost a little bit of interest in relics, particularly, because it just feels like these relics are just like, I've got another book, or I've got another one of these Unholy Grails, or I've got another one of these Skull Crowns. And even if I burn all of these relics into rank 2 or rank 3, I might scrape another rank 5 to sell my entire 3-month collection. So they need to address this, I think. They need to give us more low-quality relics so that we can make more high-quality relics rank 5. Ideally, they don't make it such a grind. They could give us basalt, so they could give us more ways to get 2 or 3 star. Because you've got to remember, rare relics drop at 1 star. So we never actually ever get an opportunity to get like a 5-star drop, like a 5-star legendary. You're getting, at best, 3-star everywhere. Let's see what my legendary has for me here. So this is going to give me still a 60% chance. These odds should change, in my opinion. If I'm putting 4 legendary crafts, I should, on average, gain at least a 50% chance of legendary. It shouldn't be less chance to get the rarity that I'm picking. Right now, I have more chance to get an epic when I'm using 4 legendary materials. It really should be minimum of like half or above, like 50% or higher, so that I at least have a higher probability that I'll get the rarity that I'm trying to craft. It's a bit bizarre that they've gone this way. So if I craft this, what am I going to get? I won't get a rare, but it's an epic. So that is where my enjoyment goes down the drain, because I can't do this enough to be able to balance out the losses. This doesn't happen enough. So therefore, all you remember is the pain points. When you're summoning ancient shards, trying to get that one legendary, you'll summon 100 ancient shards normally, maybe 200. You're doing a lot of chances to remove the loss and negative to get the one big thing. I can do this like once every 3 to 4 weeks. So it feels so underwhelming that it just means, why would I even bother? And that's where I think this system has got to. Let's craft this epic one here. It's a Grail of Agony. When the enemy loses or decreases the wearer's turn meter, the wearer instead loses 2% max HP for every would have been lost or stolen. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Kind of interesting. So when enemies steal or decrease turn meter, the wearer instead loses 2% for every that would have been lost or stolen. That's kind of nasty if you put that against our mans. 2% max HP for every 1% that would have been lost or stolen. So that means if our man steals 100% turn meter, he's going to take 2, it's going to kill him. Wow, that's actually really strong. That's kind of crazy. Now that's kind of cool. Awesome, I got an epic relic. That's something new. So now I'm like, okay, well, I should probably put that on one of my team. But it's very rare that that will happen. I will go through 3 or 4 weeks where I go, okay, boom, boom, boom. And then the other problem is too cheap to swap relics. So if I really care about it, I kind of keep like the cat's gaze that I've got on my Maris that carries me the most. Empress at the moment has this Axe Serpentis. I don't really know why. It should have a different one. I have on my Mikage, I have the rank 5 because I want the speed. She's my fastest champion on my account, so she just gets the wand. And then I just throw a couple of epics around. She's got the Tempest Sanguineous because it's good for her ability set. I don't really need to swap these. And even if I do, right, even if I start wanting to farm, say like I wanted to go and farm the Shogun Grove, my team right now uses Finer with Whisper, and I basically just one-shot the boss. So I could just go over to Whisper and just switch my Marius Cat's Gaze, because this is super cheap to do, right? I can just go over here and I can say, hey, do you know what? I want to take my Cat's Gaze that Marius is using because it's got all my best gemstones. I can just equip that, and it's going to cost me 640. I have 30,000. I don't even need to level up more relics. I could just move it around. And maybe this is why they didn't make it so cheap for you to rank them up. But it has left this system of like, am I really interested in pushing Chimera anymore when the Clash will probably give me a gemstone that I've already got, the materials will give me a rare relic, and I have no ways to actually farm or grind away to get a higher rank relic, right? I can't level up the ones that I've already got. Those three things combined is killing the relic system for me. I would like to see them put some love and attention into this so that we can get some more excitement. I don't think we need more relics at this point. They're basically putting relics in the game before I've even had a chance to get the relics before that are more powerful than the relics before, right? So it's kind of like, before you put more relics in the game, let's give us more opportunities to level up the relics that I got and then replace those relics with the new relics, where at the moment it's almost like, why would I be excited about the Torch of Thraldom? I'm probably never going to get that one before you give me another opportunity to get a different one, and that thing's going to be more stronger, so this never becomes a reality that I want. It's a bit like Mythical Champions, right? By the time you've got one of the first 5 Mythical Champions that came out in the game, they've already added 5 more Mythical Champions that are stronger than those, so I'm never really caring about the first 5 Mythical Champions, that type of approach. So I think they need to address that. I also think they need to put a bit of love and attention to gemstones. I'd like to see more gemstones added, if I'm being honest. For rare, let's go with, you know, let's maybe do an update for adding more different gemstones, because gemstones are really powerful and also equally as rare that can absolutely make decision making for you based on when you look at gemstones, right? The fact that I can pick this one for 10% more boss damage, maybe I want one for, hey, give me one for more poison damage. Let's add some more options in here, because most of the time you're left with very few choices, because by the time you've gone to the shape and then the rarity and then the slot and then the weapon, there's really very few that you can choose. Doesn't give you enough choices. So that would be what I would like to see as well. More focus to gemstones. But yeah, I just wanted to do a video on this because it's been bothering me. I've been wondering why I haven't been excited about Chimera anymore. And I think it's just because it just doesn't feel like you get enough rewards. You don't feel like you can progress. Like I've got enough wands now that I don't really need another one. I've got like 5 of them. So I can build 2 different teams with this wand of submission. I don't really need another one. But at the same time, I would love to be able to level this up to get the full stat contribution or the full chances. I'd like to empower the ones that I've got, not just get more of the same things. And I think that's where I'm losing the interest. But maybe I'm in the minority. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. My sort of summary of what I want: less relics, more gemstones, more abilities to craft the lower quality, or at least more ways to level up my rank gemstones. And basically, that's kind of like what I want, more economy. I want more ways to engage with the system, not just do Chimera once a week, come in, craft 2 relics, get 2 rares, and then just forget that I even did that and just clear the red dot. I don't want that experience anymore. Let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about the relic and Chimera economy right now? Curious to see what you think, and I will catch you guys in the next video.